We're in a moment, and we've been in a moment for a while, where so many folks have either felt rejected by the church or don't see the church as relevant, and at the same time, people are looking for community. And so how do we reimagine church in a way that folks can connect to each other? And we ground it in three things: relationships, contemplation, and then the third is just action.
Kairos, for me, had become a place where I felt grounded. I felt a place of belonging during a time when I was going through a lot of pain and transition. So Kairos for me has been a home, certainly a faith community, but a place where I felt that, but I think it's part of when you experience that and receive that, you want to put it back out there in the world.
The community at Zao is really different than the community at Kairos, which is what makes us good partners. Because there are people who find their home at Kairos who love to be neighbors to Zao and vice versa. So it's been a real joy to meet people doing ministry from a place of deep authenticity and shared identity, and sort of deliberate shared difference, and seeing how that can be a really radical stance within the modern church.
Last night I was at Kinship Community Food Center. That's a part of our imagination of what does it mean to live out just action. And so once a month, on every Saturday morning, 5 members of Kairos, or folks who are looking at Kairos, go and serve there. It's a food center for those who are dealing with food shortages. And the richness of that place and what drew us there is they are grounded in some of the most beautiful aspects of Catholic social teaching, and the idea of mutuality, the idea that we all have something to give and we all have something to receive. And we deeply believe that's the gospel, that that's what Jesus was doing, that when Jesus opened the table up, that it was always open for everyone, and that was what people experienced.
Contemplation, is another practice that's been meaningful that we initially tried to do separately as a separate engagement to be meditative and reflective and internal facing. For me, I guess, it's using that moment to slow down, communicate with God. And we've had various ways we've tried to express that.
Good Friday. Typically, we would worship from 12 to 3 p.m. on Good Friday, and it would be mostly us or others invited that would be a part of the quote-unquote black church. And we decided this year we wanted to do things different. We prayed about it, and it was engaging with Kairos that helped to enliven the people here at our church. I could not get people to stop talking about what they experienced on Good Friday when it wasn't the preachers preaching, and we let the laity, those who represent our respective ministries, be the ones to frame what Good Friday meant to them, what it means in this day and age that we're dealing with, in some instances, oppression, and in some instances, a lack of compassion by an administration, or in some instances, so much greed and avarice that continues to exist today. To have them frame that, to have them lay that out, it was inspiring. We thought we'd get 40 people, we had 85.
Who can we be in Milwaukee? The phrase that has been hitting me more and more recently is the kingdom is near. I don't think we do anything to bring that kingdom, but we're called to try to live into it. And we are surrounding ourselves with amazing people in this city who share that vision, and that vision is inclusive of everyone. That vision is about the idea that I have to see the child of God and the sacred in every person I encounter and every moment I encounter. And I deeply believe that what Jesus said to us is simple and really hard.